Uncle Chunt.
Who's getting sick of these Batman rumours? I am. I know everybody else is. Just like Matt Reeves, who's directing the new Batman film. He jumped on Twitter to say something that he probably shouldn't have, in hindsight, saying that this Batman movie will be a standalone film, and that isn't part of the extended universe. That part alone, that last sentence, it'll be a standalone and not part of the extended universe, is what caused this whole uproar. Just when he thought the news of Batman's rumours and leaving the project and everything were going to settle down a bit, this happens. So overnight, I've seen Twitter, Instagram, news sites, the usual bullshit bloggers have eaten this up like it's going out of fashion. And I'm going to post a photo here of Matt Reeves' responses after all this, where he's just like, what the fuck, basically. You can tell he can't believe that people have taken his words out of context, but he's gone in to clarify himself. So he wrote, "In my comments from a while back about not being part of the DCEU, I was talking about the Batman being a story specifically about Batman, not about the others in the universe. That it wouldn't be filled with cameos servicing other stories. That it would be a Batman story." Which makes total sense. I mean, that's kind of what we expected, right? He's coming on to do a Batman film that's just going to be about Batman. I don't recall ever thinking to myself or anyone else thinking that, oh, I wonder if Blue Beetle's going to be in there, or I wonder if Booster Gold's going to make an appearance, or why don't they throw Ambush Bug in there, or, you know, maybe Superman can come down and have some coffee with Batman. I didn't think any of that would happen. So for this to be news to some people, it's very confusing. I don't quite understand where this is coming from. The fact that he's had to come out and clarify himself, obviously initially he chose some kind of, the choice of words kind of caused the confusion in the first place, but I've got a couple other screenshots here I took on my Twitter that I was looking at. Jeff Johns has come on to kind of back up the whole, what, fake news on the internet? Oh, where's that coming from kind of joke. Even James Gunn hopped on Twitter to support him, saying, yeah, basically I've experienced this before, you know, it's nonsense. So, like, I understand we're enjoying getting all this influx of comic book movies and getting excited about what this could mean and everything that's coming our way, but I mean the guys on the other side of this that are actually putting the projects together, that are building these franchises, that are giving us what we want as viewers, I mean they're people too, right? So obviously they make mistakes, they slip up in words. That could be anyone's fault, I don't know, I don't really care. I'm not going to think about it too much because it's not really worth thinking about. But this whole Batman scenario with Ben Affleck, it's turned into, it must be some kind of a cash cow for these websites as far as generating clicks and views. I mean, the only reason I can think of why they keep stirring up controversy and making up rumors and misconstruing comments is just because they know that it gets clicks and views. I mean, it's nonsense news, right? Like, we never really gave two shits about this kind of stuff a while back. But it's only when the DC movies started happening where there was all this uproar and everybody's flipping tables and no one's making much sense of anything and only hearing what they want to hear. I don't get it. I really don't understand. Like, you don't really see too much about this with Marvel, and there's plenty of problems on that camp as far as what choices they've made in stories and where they've decided to take certain characters and liberties. But nobody seems to create this same kind of uproar about it. At least I don't see it. And trust me, for the purpose of this video, I have looked just to see if there was anything on this level at all. The only thing I could remember in recent memory was when they changed Edward Norton over to Mark Ruffalo, where people were getting up in arms about it's not going to be consistent, the continuity's busted now, and you can't change actors, blah blah blah. I remember that happening, but not for years. I mean, Man of Steel's been out like 4 or 5 years ago now. Batman vs Superman's been out for a couple of years now, and we're still talking about this crap. I mean, it must be exhausting for these execs and producers and directors to come on board to just do anything that's related to Batman and be like, oh, what kind of flack am I going to cop today? Who's going to spread some nonsense rumors today? Especially a while ago where they just let these rumors fly. I understand that they probably thought they might just, you know, burn themselves out and they wouldn't have to address these comments at all. But, I mean, we've had Ben Affleck come out publicly at San Diego Comic-Con saying that he's Batman, he loves being Batman, and then in similar interviews he's like, I'll be Batman as long as they want me to be Batman. He loves Batman. I don't get it. just let it go. I mean, he's going to be Batman. And even when Matt Reeves jumped on, sites were giving dramas and questions about, will Ben Affleck carry on with this Batman story? Will it be a new trilogy? Will they phase Ben Affleck out in the first movie and all this kind of nonsense? I mean, that must be difficult for a director to come on and then cop all this kind of stuff. And it's any wonder why you see some of these other directors trying to get on board to start some of the other franchises like Flash and Shazam, that project, and Black Adam, how all this is happening or not happening. I can only imagine what's going through those people's mind when they come on board and thinking about, oh, what am I going to cop? The fan base is just rabid and ravenous. I know I would have some reservations about taking the projects on board, that's for sure, if it's going to be like this every time. Now, there was a bit more to these comments before he mentioned that it wasn't going to be part of the extended universe, where I think he dropped a hint about some new DC film imprint that would allow the studio to tell stories unrestrained by current work being done in DCU canon. Example of that Joker origin film that's in the works that would see a different actor take on the role instead of Jared Leto. Now, I'm not too sure about that. I don't know what to make of that. I don't think it's true at all. If it is, it's a very big mistake. But I can see where there is some unrest in some of these comments. I just hope now that we've got some other directors backing Matt Reeves in this nonsense and backing up and supporting him, and Matt Reeves coming out saying, no, that's not what I actually said, which James Gunn's done a lot of that. He's been very frank, and that's refreshing. So I hope Matt Reeves comes out and does that, where since I saw him in the first interview about talking about Batman, I could tell it was kind of like, don't muck with me kind of thing. Like, he's very serious, he knows what he's doing. So hopefully this is quite refreshing, that we might get him just being really upfront about what's going on. He doesn't care, he'll put it straight. And I hope this will just kill any more rumors and nonsense that's going around the internet about this crap. I am sick of it, to be honest. I haven't made a lot of videos about it because I don't want to be part of that voice. And this isn't me going on about all the rumors and what's true and oh my god, he's leaving and backing up all those bullshit claims. That's not it at all. I don't want to do that. This is just me jumping on, giving my critique about how stupid this all is and how long it's been going on for. Just let it go. Why can't you all just sit back, relax, and just enjoy the ride and what we're going to get? Instead of going nuts online and making yourself stupid and starting false rumors, and then I don't know how many times these rumors have to start now and get proved incorrect for you all to stop and just, you know, stop acting like kids. It's very childish. It's like spreading schoolyard rumors. It's embarrassing. Like, I want to be a part of this kind of industry and cover all this kind of stuff, but if it's like this, like if my peers out there or potential peers out there are acting a fool like this and carrying on like little kids, like I'm quite happy to build out my own little niche and I don't have to deal with any of you, to be honest. It's embarrassing, especially the DC fans. Like, I love DC Comics. It's my bag. Like, it's where I love to go as far as escapism when it's not Xbox. And to see all this, like, I'd love to be able to enjoy this process, enjoy the anticipation of what's coming, but with all this noise and watching everybody going nuts, like it really starts to sap the enjoyment out of me. Like, I tune out and I don't want to. I want to kind of, you know, get involved, but I feel like I get just too frustrated reading all this crap and uncertainty, lies and fake news and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I know it's a first world problem, but I mean, these are the things I love to enjoy, and I just hope this goes away one day, and we can just enjoy what's coming. So I guess that's just a message from me out to all these other outlets and individuals that are covering and spreading all this bullshit. As a DC fan, please stop.
Uncle Chunt.